Will former Vice President and 2024 presidential nominee Kamala Harris run for the White House again at Reverend Sharpton's National Action Network conference in New York City? As the crowd shouted, "Run again," Harris said she's thinking about it.
I served for 4 years being a heartbeat away from the presidency of the United States. I spent countless hours in my West Wing office, footsteps away from the Oval Office. I spent countless hours in the Oval Office in the Situation Room. I know what the job is, and I know what it requires.
Harris is one of several Democrats and potential 2028 presidential candidates who have spoken at the annual event this week. The convention can serve as a way for politicians to have a chance to build support among black voters, of course, a crucial voting bloc that often shapes Democratic primaries. Here with us is CBS News Executive Director of White House and Politics, Fin Gómez. He's been at the convention all week. All right, so we discussed that yesterday. The crowd seemed to agree. I mean, this is one microcosm of the coalition she would need to build, right? But what are your thoughts after covering the convention this week?
Look, for this crowd, and after watching many of this parade of potential 2028 contenders, the most enthusiastic reaction we saw was for Vice President Harris. This is a convention that is primarily made up of civil rights leaders, founded by Reverend Sharpton, and as you said, really focuses and tries to elevate the strength of the black community, a pillar within Democratic politics. She did very well. She was expected to do well. She did well with them, black voters back in 2024, not as good as Biden in 2020, mind you, but she did do well. This is her core. This is her core group. However, I did speak to some attendees who while they were supportive and said she deserves that serious consideration. They felt that she didn't get a square deal last time around in 2024, only 107 days.
Not enough campaign time.
Not enough campaign time. She deserved more time, is what they told me. However, even with all that, even with the big applause, they still want to wait and see and listen to some of these other contenders. In fact, I did speak to a former senior Harris campaign official who told me while they were grateful for her and for her run, her historic run, they do feel that the party is best to not look in the rearview mirror and looking back. They have to look forward. And you have been hearing that from some significant enclaves within the party as well, Lindsay.
Is the Democratic Party still in rebuild mode, or were attendees really excited and galvanized about what they were seeing in terms of fresh blood?
They were excited to see fresh blood. They were excited to see, again, this cavalcade of potential leaders, future leaders of their party. There really is one leader of the Democratic Party right now. There isn't. So there were excitement over that, and also a lot of anger, frustration over what they perceive, the criticism they have of the Trump administration policies, executive overreach. They're worried about voting rights, erosion of voting rights, important issues. So there's this excitement, but also an anger that is also very palatable, not only here, but throughout the country amongst Democratic leaders and
interesting
officials.
To see how candidates speak to that anger over this election cycle. Okay,
right.
One more thing,
yes,
because
please.
I've been watching my Artemis astronauts. They're coming home, and you came in, I showed you this, and you told me what?
I'm a space geek. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I used to cover I covered NASA. I used to cover the end of the shuttle program up until 2011. The last launch was July 8th of 2011, and I was there and I covered all those. And it's amazing to see, because at that point in history, you didn't know where the direction was going with NASA. The funding had been cut. There's a lot of questions. And to jump from there to now, it's pretty amazing for this observer who was once a NASA observer.
Light years ahead, one could say.
Nice. Nicely said.
A dad joke from the mom. Fin Gómez, thanks so much.